Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show. The show is about conversations that matter, and we are so uplifted by hearing from others about their works in the community and also about their heart stories, how they've been transformed by pivotal moments in their life, transforming lives one story at a time. And we are so excited to have yet another stellar guest on the show. She is a registered psychotherapist, and she is the owner and operator of Voice Vitality Psychotherapy and Counseling. We are so honored to have Vilma Madramootoo on the show. How are you doing today, Vilma?
I am doing great, Nikki. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm blessed. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Oh, it's a pleasure. Well, let's get to it. Vilma, tell us about how you got started in doing what you're doing. Tell us about your background.
Okay, so psychotherapy come into my life, in a flash. A few years ago, it was a period in my life where I felt like the foundation I built for myself was broken. And when that foundation was broken, I found myself kind of standing in a dark place, where I didn't even know what I wanted to do, where to go, what to do, was all unknown to me. Mm-hmm. So I decided that, I'm just going to let the unknown presents itself in whichever way because of the fact I had no control over what was happening in my life. Right. I thought I did my very best and have always been in conscious awareness of how I live in society and what I do for myself and my surrounding. So knowing that I've done my best and everything was out of my control, I had to play along with, what was happening. It was really a tough time where I get to experience a lot of emotions within myself in terms of pain, in terms of loss, in terms of, really sadness and not knowing, being alone and not knowing what's going to happen next and, what's going to happen. How should I move forward with my life? I didn't even imagine how I was going to move forward and what was going to happen. Right. So at that point in time, I decided that, I would just reach out to someone that I thought was, helpful and probably would give me some sort of support. Someone that I didn't know very well at all. It was just my second time meeting her. And I got talking to her, and she threw the idea of me going back to school and being a counselor. And I thought, okay, that sounds like a good idea, and I thought it would be something for me to do to help me with my pain and my suffering at that point in time, and it would get me out of my bed, get me out of home, and I would commit to something because, it was a lot of money, and I thought that, maybe it's a good start. I don't know where it's going to go, but this is just, maybe I should fill my time this way. Right. So I did not know anything about psychotherapy. I know what a counselor was, but not a psychotherapist. And I just thought, I'll call the school, find out if I could get in. If I did, all well and good. This is what I'm going to do for the next few years. And away I go. That's what I did. I went to school full-time after 30-plus years. And I had just quit my job, 15-year-plus real estate career. I just walked away from that, just lost a brother. Wow. And also, there's a lot of relationship issues that I was having that was all falling apart too. So everything was happening at the same time. So needless to say that I was in a very dark spot. And but like I trusted the unknown, and I trusted the fact that whatever is going to happen is going to happen, and wherever I landed, that's where it's just a leap of faith, right?
Right.
So I just decided that I was going to go ahead and pursue this new career and this new journey and so forth. I must say that for that time period that I was there, for the few years that I was in school full time, it really helped me mentally to understand, the psyche, the dynamics of human being, the human journey, the human experience, and to even, look into myself to find my innate truth and purpose of, what am I doing on the earth right now. So that was how my journey started.
Wow. So I'm hearing many changes and going into the unknown and then fearlessly moving through that. And I'm hearing that you're gaining a greater understanding of your purpose as you go out and venture into this unknown part of this journey we call life. So now you have kind of reinvented yourself. And when did you start Vitality Voice, or Voice Vitality, rather?
Okay, so when I got my licensing from the college, I decided that, the society that we lived in, it's all about social media, and I have to create a website, and I have to, have my social media contact out there. And I kind of went into my inner voice to ask me, what is it that I've accomplished for the last few years that I wanted to, put out into the universe. And from that thought, I contemplated a lot on it, and then I decided that, I felt to myself that voice is such an emotional tool, and it helps us with our mental state of beingness, that I find that if we can express our voice, it will keep us stable, mentally stable. So it says, since psychotherapy is all about a talk therapy, and it's all about using your voice, expressing, verbalizing, I just decided that I was going to create a website, a branding, a company by the name of Voice Vitality, because it all comes from our voice. Our voice is just, it speaks through our entire body, whether it's through our eyes, whether it's through our senses, whether it's through our body. We can pick up somebody's vibe just by sitting across from them and having their body speak to us. They don't have to really say something. It's just the body language. So to me, in my opinion, the voice that we have is so very important for sharing and for caring, because it's all about the exchange of energy. And it gave us an understanding of who we are. When someone talks to you, you know exactly, you can sense where they're coming from and what's happening to them, and you read into them a bit. So for me, Voice Vitality was very appropriate for the field that I was getting into.
Excellent. And who are generally the people who come to see you?
So I deal with clients that has relationship problem or issues or challenges. I deal with PTSDs, post-traumatic stress disorder clients. I also deal with anxiety and depression. And I guess the laws of attraction, because those were all the things that I went through. So these clients that come to me, I feel like I'm very confident to really relate to them. Yes, to relate and to, give them some sort of, assistance and guidance that they need to better themselves, because I feel like, we all need each other. We're all in this together. And I feel that if you can talk, for me personally, because I've gone through it and I could talk from my own experience, I am very present to my clients.
Excellent. And how has your life been transformed through taking this bold move to, go back to school, start a new company? You've grown so much spiritually. How has it really been, that transformation? How would you describe it in words?
Well, I would say I am very grateful and thankful for that transformational period, and every day is a new transformational moment and day for me, because when I sit across from a client and I could see, changes in them, it helps me to change myself too, because it empower me to be better, to be present, and also to share, the gifts that I have that, I was forced to recognize within me, the experiences that I was forced to recognize, and the transformation that I went through. I am, I feel I'm very capable to have that experience and to share it. And for me personally, it's changed my life tremendously, because there's a lot of things and a lot of events that I encounter on a daily basis that I do not really take for granted anymore, because it is what it is, and I just take it the way it is. I don't judge it. I don't get caught up into it. I just see it the way it is. And for me to have that vision of just being there and not judging anything, that's a transformation for me in itself.
It sounds like a greater sense of peace that you have now.
Excellent, yes.
Well, Vilma, this is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, your journey and giving us so many pearls of wisdom. How can people find you on social media? Where can they go?
They can email me at info@voicevitality.com. They can also call me. My phone number is 647-492-2184. And they can visit my website at www.voicevitality.com and send me a message through my website too.
Excellent. Vilma, thank you so much for sharing with us, and really very proud of all your accomplishments. Thank you for being a change agent, transforming lives one story at a time. And you've been listening to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show, and we're very blessed to have spoken with Vilma Madramootoo, who is the owner of Voice Vitality Psychotherapy and Counseling. So please check her out on her social media. She's got a wonderful website, and also on Facebook and Instagram. So reach out to her. Don't hesitate. Vilma, thank you again. We appreciate you and looking forward to even more success in the future.
Thank you, Nikki, and it was an honor and privilege. God bless you.
God bless you, too. You've been listening to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show. You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.